Happy Tuesday. Yes, God, family. I am coming on with a divine message encouraging us all to relax. I just feel it. I see it. Everyone is all up in arms about this election, y'all. And at the end of the day, we don't have control. We can go and cast our votes, but ultimately what will be, and that's kind of just the theme of life. So it's important for us to understand that we can choose our emotional state regardless of who wins this election. Hi. And that's it. That's really it. That's the message at the end of the day. I am feeling really, really good right now. Just yes, calm. Just the more we focus on what we want, the more likely we are to get it. The more we focus on what we don't want, the more likely we are to get it. So your focus, your intention, where you're giving your energy, where you're giving your awareness is the most powerful thing that you have. Okay. So the best thing that we can do right now is imagine the world as we want it. Because I personally believe that God is bigger than any circumstance, than any president, than any situation that I may encounter. And that, for me, gives me a peace of mind that I refuse to let anyone take away. I'm not going to be in fear. I'm not going to have anxiety. And if I do notice those things start to creep up, I'm going to take control and I'm going to go to one of my other superpowers, which is my breath. I'm going to take some deep breaths and I'm going to do them right now. So join me if you would like to. Notice I said deep breaths, not deep, like at least 5 seconds in, at least 5 seconds out. It's a physiological fact that when you are taking deep breaths, your mind has to focus on that. Okay, you've made a decision. I'm about to take some deep breaths. So your mind is like, okay, we got to take some deep breaths. And when you do that, while you may have thoughts try to creep by, it's important to remain focused on that breath. Remain focused on the gratitude for that breath. Because like I mentioned several times before, if you were unable to take those deep breaths, trust and believe you would be very, 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 very focused on it. Okay? So we don't need to have calamity happen to us. We have free will. We have the ability to choose where we give our focus to. And I see so many people just squander that. They just tend to like and I used to be one of them. And sometimes honestly I still do it. Sometimes when I'm experiencing certain situations or certain circumstances, I feel myself getting upset and I feel my mind racing about, oh my God, what if this and what if that, and just, what? That's absolutely right. Intentional breathing. It's so powerful, y'all. It doesn't cost a thing. You don't need a discount code for it. Okay? You don't need a discount code. You don't need a setup. Okay? You can do it wherever you're at. You don't need any prerequisites. You have access to that 100% of the time. And that is something to be obsessively grateful for. Today is day 3 of my gratitude. I don't want to, I don't even like the word challenge. I'm being so mindful of my words because it's not a challenge. It's not challenging for me to be grateful. It's easy for me to be grateful. I can look around my surroundings right now and name 10 things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for flowers. I'm grateful for technology. I'm grateful for my hair. I'm grateful for my eyes. I'm grateful for the fact that I can move my hands. I'm grateful for my baby. I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful for my husband. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for art. I'm grateful for electricity. I'm grateful for heat. I'm grateful for transportation. I'm grateful for trees. I'm grateful for walking. I'm grateful for grass. I'm grateful for cats and dogs. I'm grateful for diapers. I'm grateful for breast milk. I'm grateful for breast pumps. I'm grateful for changing tables. I'm grateful for bassinets. I'm grateful for shelves. I'm grateful for organization. I'm grateful for earrings. I'm grateful for swallowing. I'm grateful for water. I'm grateful for fruits and vegetables. I'm grateful for deodorant. I'm grateful for laundry detergent. I'm grateful for soap. I'm grateful for makeup. I'm grateful for bath salts. I'm grateful for herbs. I'm grateful for plant-based products. I'm grateful for teas. I'm grateful for, I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. So, when I talk about being obsessively grateful, that the goal of that should be an all the time state, even in the midst of chaos, even in the midst of drama, even in the midst of fear, even in the midst of unknowing, even in the midst of whatever situation that you're facing. You have so much to be grateful for. And the thing about life is that there's always going to be chaos. There's always going to be drama. There's always going to be reasons to be fearful. That's what life is. And it's my belief that we are here to evolve to a point where we can exist in that space, in this life, in this experience, and still find the reason to be grateful. Yes, God, and you know what? I'm so grateful for my clients. I love y'all so much. Whether you purchase from me, whether you haven't purchased from me, just your energy, just the fact that you are willing to invest in yourself. And the reason why I know you're willing to invest in yourself is because the products and the services that I choose to create are all about self. They're all about empowering yourself. They're all about believing in yourself. They're all about loving yourself. And so anyone who's ever interacted with me, whether you're on my email list, whether I've met you in person, whether, you're purchasing products, whether you're purchasing courses, whether you're purchasing coaching sessions, you are vibrating on a frequency of self-love. And that just makes my heart explode. I'm feel really fulfilled and really content by that. And, I just love y'all so much. I mean, I've been introduced to so many amazing, amazing people throughout the course of my business and my entrepreneurship journey. And, getting to know different people and getting to know, different circumstances and different situations. I want everyone to know that you pour into me as much as I pour into you, if not more. And so I'm grateful for that. Obsessively grateful. Yes, God, it is excellent. And I've coined that as OG status, obsessively grateful status. And so every day this month, I'm posting a gratitude. So be sure to download the Yes God Wellness app in the Google Play and the Apple Store, because I send out a blurb about my gratitude, and I kind of go in a little bit deeper and talk about some context around it. I'm posting it on Instagram too, but I'm going a little bit deeper on my app. And I find such a difference in my experiences when I take the time to really be grateful. And not just oh yeah, I'm grateful. No, actually take some time in the morning when I first wake up, take some deep breaths, because for me, that's the ultimate expression of gratitude. That's first and foremost. If I can't breathe, I can't be grateful for anything. And so doing that first, and then actually taking the time to write down I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my phone. I'm grateful for love. I'm grateful for criticism. I'm grateful for feedback. I'm grateful for fear, even because fear is a compass for me. It lets me know what I need to lean into more. It really gives me insight into myself. And yes, God. So gratitude is key. And just take those deep breaths. Drink your water. Love yourself. Have boundaries for yourself. Have standards for yourself. Understand that no one can treat you any less than you treat yourself. You always have a decision and a choice to say no. Okay? And actually, no should be the default. You should only be saying yes to things if it's an emphatic yes, God. If it's not a yes, God, then it should be a no. You know, we have so much potential. We have so much infinite power that we should not be settling for anything mediocre. Okay? Not even from ourselves. And so it's so important to keep that in mind. The bed, yeah, your bed is first on that list. Yeah, I love my bed. Oh my gosh. Especially when I wake up and I'm all warm and I'm just like laying there and my husband's next to me, or even when my husband wasn't next to me. I was just like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for having a place where I can feel secure and stable and well rested. Okay. I don't want to take that for granted. I don't want to get so caught up in, my circumstances are, oh, this is not going right. Oh, what's going to happen if that doesn't happen? Oh, what's going to happen if that does happen? Like, we drive ourselves crazy by pondering scenarios that have not actually happened yet. There's lots of homeless people that don't have a bed to wake up in, that there's lots of people who have a home that can't sleep at night. They're up all night, just really focus on the little things. Finding gratitude in the little things will bring you gratitude in the big things. I promise. It's an energetic thing. Energy is so powerful. When I started learning about it, my life completely transformed. If you're interested in that, I've taught a lot on that subject. You can go to the link in my bio, and Yes God University is there. Also on my website, you can go under Yes God University and look at the courses I have available. It's a nominal investment for what you are going to receive and the investment in yourself. And that's the other thing too. We have to be willing to invest in ourselves, because if we don't invest in ourselves, we can't expect other people to be willing to invest in us. Again, we can only receive what we're willing to give. And if we're not willing to give ourselves investment, we can't expect to receive it. And investment is not always monetary either. I mean, you can go to YouTube for free. I have a whole YouTube channel, okay? And so do millions of other people, on things that are going to uplift you, things that are going to empower you, things that are going to enable you to align with your best version. Homeless people in the winter, it's important. It's important to understand that we are blessed. We are really, 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 really blessed. Big time. So anyways, I just wanted to pop on and share my 2 cents and just, remind everyone, even in the midst of what's going on right now and, the campaign and, oh, it's 48 to 47%. Who's going to win and who's going to, like, you're going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be what it is. And you're still going to have to make a choice about your personal emotional state, regardless. Okay. I think we're all worthy. I think we're already worth the investment. We have to realize that we're worth the investment. Please, if you have any questions, fire away. Fire away. Let me know. Is that question thing there? If you want to click that question thing at the bottom, that would be great so it can be up on the screen. Or you can just come out and ask me. Either way. I'm grateful for Braxton Hicks. that help to prepare the body. The body is just, I'm grateful for the human body. Like, how amazing are we? Seriously. Oh, one more thing too, while you get the question ready. I also, on the link in bio under free resources, I just put up a free fertility cheat sheet. Hey. And so feel free to, if that's something that you're interested in manifesting for yourself, feel free to do that and go get that cheat sheet. So I'll tell you, I try new products from you monthly and I got the tea. But what exactly is the honey pot for? That is a great question. Yeah, okay, I'm going to come back to your question in just a second. Someone said, well, I mean, we must develop ourselves to be worth investing in. I don't believe that. I think we're all worth investing in. Again, we must realize that we're worth it. That's the wrong order. We're born worthy. We're all worthy. You don't have to do anything to be worthy. You're worthy where you are right now. What you do have to do is understand and know and believe that, and then the development comes. Okay. So, new products for me monthly. I got the tea. Okay, so for those that don't know the backstory, and for those who don't know me, my name is Megan. I'm the CEO of Yes God Wellness, a holistic health company dedicated to the mind, body, spirit connection, and we're especially passionate about womb health. Okay, when I first opened my business, I was actually just coming off of my astrology business, which was called Simply Megan, Honest Principles of Transformation. Honest Principles of Transformation, the acronym for those words is HPOT. Excuse me. So when I first opened my steaming business, I named myself the Honey Pot. The Honey Pot Durham for HPOT, Honest Principles of Transformation, because that's still my motto, kind of, in a way. I mean, that's my motto for life. Like, I want transformation for myself. I want to aid and help to be a catalyst for other people to transform through whatever I'm doing. And so I was the Honey Pot Durham for a long time. And those who have been around since the beginning of my business know me as Miss Honey Pot. And so what happened was I received a cease and desist letter from the Honey Pot Company, which is in my same industry, a feminine wellness brand. And I had a concern about it. I kind of knew, when I named myself that, I tried to add Durham at the end of it because I was like, oh, it's not the same thing. But basically, I received a letter from her lawyer saying that, hey, we have this name trademarked. We have the Honey Pot trademarked and you can't keep using it. And so it was a very quick turnaround for me to change the name because I was always saying, yes, God. Like, that was my statement. That was my key statement all the time. I was like, yes, God, yes, God, yes, God, yes, God. So it was something that I was known for saying. And so it was an easy switch for me once I learned that I couldn't, do the Honey Pot anymore. Well, I don't want to say learn that I made a decision not to fight that. And I said, okay, Yes God Wellness. And so I decided to change it. However, some of my products still had that name. And so if you'll notice, like the Honey Pot Special Tea is named that way, honey butter. So certain products that I have still have the word honey in them. And that's why. So I hope that answers your question. And also keep in mind too, we also now have subscriptions on the website. So this is something I wanted to touch on as well, because we have, so there's different intentions for steaming. And obviously with different intentions, you want to steam at different frequencies and kind of different ways of doing things. So when you're steaming for fibroids or cysts or endometriosis and things like that are more chronic, you want to be steaming consistently. You want to make sure that your regimen is like every month. And so what I decided to do was offer subscriptions for people who are really committed to being consistent in that practice and that routine. And so you don't have to worry about ordering every month. You can just kind of set yourself up on a subscription plan and have your stuff shipped out to you every month. So that's kind of like a low-key announcement for everyone. I see someone made a purchase on this subscription today, which is amazing. And so yes, God to that. And okay, let's see. I mean, we must develop ourselves to be, okay, let's see. Saying no. Okay, so someone said, so if everyone is worthy, that means we should be saying yes to everybody. I don't agree with that statement. Everyone is worthy within themselves. There can be my husband is worthy, but certain things that my husband may say or ask or request, I can say no to him. That doesn't have anything to do with saying yes to someone, because whether they're worthy or not. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. So, anyways, let me see. Oh, okay. Well, yes, God to that. Okay. Oh, I see what happens. Okay, so that comes in a different way. Sorry, y'all. I'm just looking at my email. I'm seeing a Stripe payment come in, and I'm like, where did the Stripe payment come from? But apparently, my subscription payments come in on Stripe. Whatever. Anyways, I hope that everyone, again, has an amazing day. But I'm talking about when you said for people to invest in you. I'm not really still sure what you mean. You don't have control over who invests in you. I'm talking about energetically. Yes, I remember reading about how you started. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's where that name came from. So, that's one of my most, like, I don't want to say my favorite products, because actually my favorite, I'll say the product that's purchased the most is the fibroids bundle, which has the transform blend in it. For individual blends, the product that's purchased, so in order of like best selling, the first blend is transform, and that blend is formulated for fibroid, cyst, endometriosis. And then the second blend is purify, which is formulated for BV and yeast. And so, excuse me, what that tells me is that, and then the other one is abundance. It kind of toggles between abundance and transform, because what I see is that a lot of women who struggle with fertility are also dealing with fibroids. And so that's kind of the correlation that's being made for the fertility. And what I find a lot of times is fibroids and fertility often have an energetic, emotional root. And which is why I started offering the fertility breakthrough sessions, because I kind of tackle things from a subconscious level. That's how I have transformed my own life, and by dealing with the subconscious. And so those are the principles that my coaching is based on. Those are the principles that my courses are based on, really looking at subconscious patterns. And, just understanding that it's important to deal with the root. You can cut a branch off a tree, but it's going to eventually grow back because the tree is still there. The only way you can truly, if you don't want that tree there anymore, is to go in down at the roots and excavate it from the root. And so that's the same way that I deal with traits or characteristics or manifestations that I may have in my life that I no longer want to experience anymore. I go down to the root. I'm talking about the programming where it started. So yes, God to that. I'm going to get ready to head out in a minute because we have to start cooking dinner. Mind Ascension Alchemy, you can go ahead and send me a private message if you don't mind. I'm not going to go live with anyone right now, but thank you to you, and thank you for everyone for joining me for a few minutes today. I hope that you find some peace. I hope that you are taking some breaths, and I hope that you are appreciating and expressing gratitude for all of the things around you, and understanding the power of your focus and your energy and your attention. Okay, I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.